There's a quiet truth about the human body that most people never stop to appreciate. Every cell, every thought, every heartbeat is built on protein. It's the architecture of life itself. Without it, there are no muscles, no enzymes, no hormones, no healing. And yet, in the rush of modern eating and the snack bars, the crash diets, the endless low-fat or low-carb labels, we forget the one macronutrient that gives our body form and function. Protein isn't just a nutrient, it's identity. It's how your body knows what to repair, what to grow, and what to keep strong. And when you feed yourself the right proteins from the right sources, you feel it. Your mind sharpens, your energy steadies, your body starts working with you instead of against you. Experts across Harvard Health, the Mayo Clinic, and the World Health Organization all echo the same message. Quality protein spread consistently throughout the week is the foundation of long-term vitality, not just for bodybuilders or athletes, but for anyone who wants to move gracefully, think clearly, and age powerfully. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need expensive powders or extreme diets to achieve it. The best protein sources are whole, honest, and ancient. Foods our ancestors thrived on before nutrition became an industry. Foods that still whisper to our biology, "I remember how to nourish you." So let's start with one of the most perfect proteins on Earth, eggs. For decades, they were unfairly demonized for cholesterol, but modern research has set the record straight. A single egg delivers about 6 grams of high-quality, complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, the very building blocks your body can't make on its own. But what makes eggs extraordinary isn't just the protein, it's the package. The yolk contains choline for your brain, lutein for your eyes, and fat-soluble vitamins that help absorb other nutrients. Studies published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that people who include eggs regularly in their diet tend to have better muscle maintenance and healthier metabolic markers. You're not just eating breakfast, you're upgrading your biology. Next comes chicken breast, lean, adaptable, and timeless. It's the protein that generations have relied on for strength and recovery. A 100-gram serving gives nearly 30 grams of protein with minimal fat, making it ideal for muscle repair after exercise or for steady satiety during the day. But the secret lies in how you prepare it. When cooked gently, grilled, baked, or poached, its amino acids stay intact and bioavailable. It's not glamorous, but it's faithful. A food that shows up for you quietly, day after day, reminding you that consistency, not perfection, builds strength. And then there's Greek yogurt, the creamy miracle that bridges the line between food and function. Unlike regular yogurt, it's strained to remove excess liquid, doubling its protein concentration. Each cup carries up to 20 grams of protein, plus probiotics that heal your gut and enhance nutrient absorption. It's one of those rare foods that nourish multiple systems at once: muscle, immunity, digestion, even mood. Pair it with berries, nuts, or honey, and you've got a breakfast or post-workout meal that feels indulgent yet deeply restorative. Because real health isn't about restriction, it's about rhythm. And Greek yogurt fits beautifully into that rhythm. Protein isn't just about quantity, it's about quality of presence. And these first 3, eggs, chicken, and yogurt, form the base of that presence. Pure, simple, whole. They teach your body to rebuild from a place of nourishment, not deprivation. They remind you that strength doesn't scream, it whispers consistently every morning you choose real food over convenience. Now let's wade into the waters. Salmon, the glowing jewel of the sea. There's something sacred about it. Its flesh, colored by carotenoids from wild plankton, carries not only protein, but omega-3 fatty acids that heal the heart, sharpen the mind, and soothe inflammation. Each fillet, about 4 ounces, offers 25 grams of high-quality protein, but it's the synergy with healthy fats that makes it extraordinary. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, 2 servings of fatty fish per week can lower cardiovascular risk by up to 36%. Think about that. Food that not only builds you but protects you. Salmon teaches us that true nutrition isn't just about growing stronger, but about staying alive longer. And yet, not everyone chooses or can afford animal protein. Enter one of nature's quiet miracles, lentils. These small seeds have fueled civilizations for thousands of years. In just 1 cup of cooked lentils, you get about 18 grams of plant protein, plus fiber, iron, and folate. Unlike most plant proteins, lentils are unusually rich in lysine, an amino acid often missing from other vegetarian sources. That makes them a cornerstone for anyone seeking balance without meat. Lentils digest slowly, keeping blood sugar stable and energy sustained. And their earthy, grounding taste reminds us that nourishment doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's simple, simmering, aromatic, like a bowl of lentil stew on a quiet evening. Science calls it low glycemic stability. I call it comfort that heals. Then there's tofu, the misunderstood genius of plant nutrition. Made from soybeans, it's a complete protein, meaning it has all essential amino acids just like meat does. A half-cup serving gives about 10 grams of protein, but what makes tofu special is its adaptability. It takes on the flavors of anything you cook it with, blending seamlessly into curries, stir-fries, or smoothies. But beneath its softness lies deep science. Soy proteins contain isoflavones, compounds shown in multiple NIH-reviewed studies to support heart health and reduce bad cholesterol. For women, they help balance hormones naturally. For men, they support muscle maintenance without excess fat. Tofu is proof that plants can rival animals, not just nutritionally, but gracefully. When you think about it, these three, salmon, lentils, and tofu, represent the evolution of human nutrition: sea, soil, and seed. They're a reminder that protein isn't owned by one food group or culture, it's universal. From Japanese miso soups to Mediterranean grills, from Indian dals to coastal stews, protein has always been the quiet language of survival, and when you eat from that language, you tap into something ancient, the instinct to rebuild, to thrive, to last. So ask yourself, when was the last time you nourished, not just filled, your body? Because real nourishment comes from foods that carry intention, foods that still remember their roots, quite literally. Walk into any kitchen in the world and you'll find at least one humble pot simmering with beans. Black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, they're the heart of countless cultures. And science agrees, legumes are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. 1 cup of cooked beans gives 15 grams of protein, 15 grams of fiber, and a cocktail of minerals like magnesium, potassium, and zinc. Together, they stabilize blood pressure, improve cholesterol, and nourish your microbiome, the living ecosystem inside your gut that shapes everything from mood to metabolism. Experts from the Cleveland Clinic call beans longevity food, not because they're trendy, but because communities that eat them daily, like those in the world's blue zones, live longer, healthier lives. Coincidence? Hardly. Then there's quinoa, the ancient Incan grain that isn't technically a grain at all, but a seed. It's one of the few plant foods that provides complete protein, around 8 grams per cooked cup, plus fiber and anti-inflammatory phytonutrients. What makes quinoa exceptional is its versatility. It absorbs flavors like a canvas absorbs paint, bright citrus, warm spices, earthy herbs, all while delivering slow, clean energy. According to studies in Science Direct, quinoa's amino acid profile mirrors that of milk protein, making it an excellent option for vegetarians seeking balance. It's not just food, it's ancient technology, a plant engineered by nature to feed humanity at high altitude with purity and endurance. And then come nuts. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, peanuts, small but potent. A handful a day can transform your lipid profile, enhance satiety, and fuel brain function. They offer about 6 grams of protein per ounce, but their real value lies in their healthy fats and antioxidants. The Harvard Nurses Health Study, one of the longest health studies ever conducted, found that people who ate nuts regularly had up to a 20% lower risk of heart disease and mortality. The crunch of a nut isn't just satisfaction, it's survival encoded in sound. It's the body recognizing something it's evolved to thrive on. Together, beans, quinoa, and nuts form the trio of endurance. They stabilize, sustain, and strengthen. They're not showy, they don't need branding, they just work. And in a world addicted to instant results, they remind us that real transformation happens slowly. One meal at a time, one bite at a time, one mindful choice at a time. So here we are. 8 foods, 8 instruments in the orchestra of your well-being: eggs, chicken, Greek yogurt, salmon, lentils, tofu, beans, quinoa, and nuts. Different notes, same harmony, the music of nourishment. You don't have to eat them all every day. You don't even have to eat them perfectly. What matters is rhythm, consistency, the art of showing up for your body the way you show up for the people you love. Because health isn't built on punishment, it's built on partnership. Protein is more than a macronutrient. It's communication. It tells your body that you care enough to repair it, fuel it, and protect it. It steadies your hormones, stabilizes your blood sugar, and keeps your mind anchored when stress tries to shake you loose. It rebuilds you quietly in the background while you chase your dreams. Every time you choose real food over processed comfort, you're casting a vote for clarity over confusion, for strength over weakness, for longevity over convenience. Science supports what tradition already knew. Balanced protein intake, around 1 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, depending on lifestyle, is ideal for maintaining lean mass and preventing age-related muscle decline, a condition known as sarcopenia. It's not about eating meat all day. It's about variety, about respecting the intelligence of your biology, which evolved to thrive on diversity. animal, plant, sea, seed. When you rotate these 8 foods through your week, you're feeding not just your muscles, but your memories, your resilience, your future self. And maybe that's the most powerful takeaway of all. Food is not just fuel. It's the story you tell your body every single day. It's a conversation between your choices and your cells. And when you speak in the language of nourishment, your body listens. It heals. It remembers how to thrive. So tomorrow morning, when you crack that egg, or stir that lentil soup, or grab a handful of almonds, pause for a moment. Feel what you're really doing. You're building the version of yourself that shows up with strength, focus, and quiet confidence. You're not dieting, you're designing, because the most powerful version of you isn't built in a gym or a mirror. It's built in the small, silent choices you make every week at your table. If you found value in this video, leave a like, subscribe, and let's grow together, nutrition and rise.